Everybody, this is yesterday's calf out of the 2-year-old. We're going to show you some teeth. If you'll hold still long enough. See how those teeth are still mostly covered? He's early.
And he's got no hair around his eyes.
Not a lot of hair around the eyes.
And same with her. She didn't have much hair around her ears back
Not a
here
lot
either.
at the ears. So,
hey, Mom.
we're going to have to start checking every one of these out of the heifers.
My stethoscope's in the back seat.
Sometimes it's just a trait that the bull will pass out.
On the floor.
They'll be early. All the other calves so far have been full term. For being early, I mean, what the amount of cover on his teeth, he's really probably almost 2 weeks. You know, especially since this is the next day, because they start to recede once they're out. So kind of interesting.
So I don't want to scare with you anymore.
But it does happen. A few years ago, we had pretty much every single calf was a week to 2 weeks early, and we had good calving dates on them. So everything out of this bull, we're just going to expect them to be early, and we're going to check them, keep a closer eye on them. Because, yeah, I mean, he's up and doing really good, so his lungs should all be pretty well done. But he might get a little steroid anyway. We'll see. She's going to go listen to him.
Might explain his issue
It
yesterday.
does happen.
Oh, careful, Mom.
She's still learning. She's being a good mom. We separated them again last night. They were together, but this little boy, he was headed after the other cow. I was kind of joking around. Typical male thing, eh? One cow's got a bigger udder than the other. He was headed for the bigger one. So, anyway, now we know we got to keep a closer eye on him. And we will. That's one reason she's in here. She can't go nowhere. No chasing a little bugger anywhere. Yeah, very good chance he could still catch a touch of pneumonia like the other one most likely did. As active as he is, 3 or 4 days he might be running a temp, we'll see. But for now, that's what we got. We'll deal with it. Nothing like a year that you might have to use a bunch of stuff we don't like to have to use unless we have to. But I'd rather spend some money on antibiotics and some fever-reducing meds than bury a calf. So I'll get you some more later. By the way, it's Thursday. Must be the 2nd. Since yesterday, everybody was a fool. And number 1 says his name is Fool. So
160 heart rate.
yeah, his heart rate's all right. She says 160. And his lungs ain't real good yet. So he's going to get ahead of the game from the other one. He's going to get a steroid shot to help get those developing up, make them work better. I mean, they're obviously passing the hair pretty good, but no sense in having issues later if they don't get developed good enough now. So, okay, more to come. Friday morning, 3rd of April. Something I didn't catch you guys up on. I know I said something here a while back about maybe having some stomach worms starting back up by the way some of the manure looks. No, we're good on stomach worms. There's actually in the fecal samples from the calves, the vet said there was just a little bit. He asked if we used long range last time because cows and 2-year-olds are clean. We did use long range a couple years ago when we had major issues. We used Safeguard to hammer it, get it started anyway. And 30 days later, we hit them with long range and nipped it in the bud. But something we've had for a long time is low levels of coccidiosis. She damn near died from it last August or September. Between that and she ended up with stomach worms. We don't know how she did and nobody else did. But looks pretty good for a dead animal, don't she? We got lucky. Probably stunted her growth a little bit. I don't mind smaller cows. Took some samples down, whatever day Mom went down to St. Paul and dropped them off at the vet and picked up my parts for the big traveler. Actually, within like an hour and a half, I got the phone call with the results of the fecals, and we've run a low level of coxy for years, and our grain we were feeding, we've done it off and on over the years. We were feeding rumensin in it, and rumensin will kind of keep coxy at bay if it's low levels. Yeah, well, we aren't feeding rumensin anymore. So, levels are up. They're low to moderate is what he said, his exact words. So we're treating. Treat with Corid. There's other stuff too, but Corid's really about the quickest and easiest. It ain't cheap. I mean, we're $500-600, well, at least $600 into it. He suggested doing the 21-day preventative. Well, the 21-day preventative, that's 21 days of us shutting all the floats off, putting 8 ounces of Corid per water trough, and having to keep an eye on it so they don't enter out of water. The 5-day is 16 ounces per 100-gallon trough. And I did the math. It doesn't take much. That's damn expensive to do the preventative treatment. Whole lot cheaper just to smack it and be done with it. And we've never done the preventative anyway. We've always just done the regular. So that's what we're doing. This is day 2. Monday will be done. Monday will be the last time we have to put it in. And just because it'll be a good opportunity, when we're done Monday, I know a couple kids that got a lot of water troughs to clean. Because that one needs it. And obviously, you can't count the hay on top, but you can see just a layer in there. These 2 troughs don't get disturbed by Mother Nature at all, so they usually stay really clean as far as the water goes. Big cow trough's full of algae, so it needs to get done. And there's Big John. He was gonna be the kids' market steer, and he was just a total puppy dog when he was little. And I don't know what the heck snapped in him. Put the band on his balls, and apparently one of them had the nerve directly straight to his brain, because he went literally apeshit. He's calmed down now, but this is like, 4 months later, 5 months later, 6 months later, whatever it is. So anyway, got to do what we got to do. Not only got to keep the calves healthy, but got to keep the cows healthy. And this needs to get bettered again. That'll happen Sunday. Happen Sunday, and then Monday, almost half of these girls will be gone. Price ain't the best, but we're feeding these girls twice as much as we're feeding anybody else as far as hay. Twice as often, I should say. There's only 1 bale going to them, but it's a bale every other day. And half that would be nice. Then I wouldn't have to feed every day. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll get some more later. Hey, Mama's still right here. Her baby laying right there. Other one's on the other side of the gate. We didn't give him any shots yet for 102.5. It's like, I'm going to go on a limb and say he's going to be 103 in the morning. Then he'll get shots. But if he's 102 in the morning, I won't worry about it. We'll just keep checking him. And they all think they got robbed. They got fed a little bit ago, and They haven't drank enough of their water down yet today to fill their troughs back up, so you gotta let them drink that stuff down till it's gone. Then you can fill them up and let them drink. So anyway, that's what we got going on. And the rear end isn't quite cleaned up yet. Number one's worked on it part of the day. Decided before we flip her over, we'll dump the oil out of it. Oil looks really good. Of course, it's gear oil that's in it, so twists my guts up good when I smell it. And there was like maybe a quarter of a pint of water that come out first, so it's been setting long enough. I expect that. It's been setting outside. Things condense around here. But tomorrow we'll put the plugs back in it and she can finish cleaning it up. Haven't turned over yet. Lift up one end for a little bit and let as much drain out of the hubs as will drain out. And it's sitting there with the other end up a little higher now, so that other hub's draining out. In the morning we'll set her down and put the plugs in and call her good. But for now, yep, that's what it is. So, no more new babies. Still just 16 of them. I just figured I'd make an ending for this video and put her up tonight. I got a couple of heifers out there that are looking a little closer. See if we can zoom in. That butt right there. She's looking a little flush. I don't know that that's the one I've been watching, though. And one standing in here by herself. That's usually an indication they're thinking about it, but she stood there in that corner by herself every day all week. And one we got by herself the other end, she's due in just a couple of days. Bagging up a little more, but yeah, she lost some mucus yesterday. I expected to see a calf today. Day ain't over yet either. They come back out here about 9:30 or 10 o'clock and turn the floats back on, so they got water overnight. These two don't have much water, but I think I'm just going to leave it tonight. Pain in the butt, hand watered in the dark like that. So anyway, thank you for watching. I noticed I got a few more subscribers. YouTube tells me about part of them anyway. I think I've got like 5 of them that I know of this week, 5 or 6. No, I didn't look to see how many I actually have now, but hey, we're still going. So thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you would, please. And subscribe if you haven't. Got to get those YouTube points. So far when I look, they like me, but they don't like me enough. They say you got to have 1,000 subscribers to do anything fancy. And I'm not there yet. So, eventually. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't be too bored sitting at home. If you're working your butt off, hey, cheers. Stay safe.